got a line. Unless there is someone out. No one's out on track. Rover Mesa, please. Why are you black? Because I can be, bro. Because I can. I will bring Nico, big Nico Alex. Kuko, why were you farting on DC? What? Robo! Is this true? Robo, are these allegations true? Sounds like Robo. That's awesome. Well, now you gotta stay off in the grass, because now there's a qualifier out there. Or just stay in the pits. You can do that too. I was running a thermonuclear reactor. Now, Robo, we both know that you don't have access to a thermonuclear reactor after what you pulled at Track Loans. Nico? Be honest. Is there a thermonuclear reactor underneath of Track Loans? Are the rumors true? Ruff, you can go. Yes.
Again, sorry.
Nico hasn't answered the question. This is, I don't know. I sold it off in 1945. To who? Who could you have possibly sold it to? Rub? Oh. Jesus. What was the thermonuclear reactor that was at Track Loans is now the thermonuclear reactor underneath of Arcadia. Nico Alex. It's your turn, Nico Alex. We've got exactly 5 drivers here. This is beautiful. Beautiful. So guys, I'm gonna have to go get some groceries from the door. I'm gonna get a picture of the qualifying order, and when I say, you guys can go get some practice. And then we're gonna shut down. Nico's not done yet, he still has one more lap. And there he goes. And Robo Mesa gets quick time here from Oxford Plains. Alright, I'll be back. Yoking at practice.
Oh, damn, I am.
Okie dokie artichokes. Nico Alex. Robo, how does it feel that you finally got an extra point this season? Finally. Sorry, second. Your second point, it is 80 laps. 80, the big 80. Big 80 laps. Hopefully the stream is not bad this time. Fuck that up. Get on the podium. You have a game at 9? Dude. It's so gnarly, man. That's so gnarly. Yeah, man. I have some very unfortunate news for you, Pappy, but if you think we're getting this done before 9...
I mean, on the bright side, there's only 5 of us.
Oh, wait, hold up.
So, there's only 5 of us. So it could be worse.
No. Robo. Bring it. Rap.
I should mention I'm also sleep deprived, and I desperately need to take a shit.
Alright, line up at that restart line in turn 4. All the stop positions in just a minute.
I'm sick. I'm tired.
Oh no, it's double file.
I need to take
After the first caution, we go single file. Your order is Robo Mesa, Fireboy, Ruff, Nico, then Pappy. Give you little nitwit. You showed up right after qualifying. You little rascal. You little tiny rascal. Give you. I'm gonna leave it up to the jury. Do we let this... Okay, that's 1 no. That's 2 no's from the same guy. That's 1 yes, that's 2 yeses. Nico? Nico, I need a yes or no. You're part of the jury. S. E means yes. Yeah, he has saying yes. Oh, okay. Ruff, what say you? 1 more, just 1 more. Come on, Ruff. No! They want the trout. They want trout. No way. Trout. Alright. I'm just gonna set up the stream here real quick, if that'll fucking load. Jesus H. Christmas. I'm just gonna, while I'm waiting for that to load.
Lineup's pretty good. We got Pappy, we got Fireboy, we got Nico, me. Yeah.
F3.
Not
What
sure
the
who
fuck?
Raphael is, but I think I kind of got some before. I don't know how
There we go. Why am I lagging?
But we'll see. I just know the majority of the field, 5 of the drivers are pretty fine.
Yeah, Fire, you literally voted for him to race it. You're just doing it to yourself at that point. Gib, did you practice? He joined for like a minute earlier. How about that? One lap is all I need. The cockiness. The cockiness this guy has is crazy. Alright. Alright, we're going live. We are live here from Oxford Plains Speedway for the second time in Roughneck Modified Tour history. This time I think our stream is going to be able to run a little bit smoother than last time we streamed in the Roughneck Modified Tour. Stream is gonna be... No, it's not. Alright. Is everybody ready to go green? In our bath... Oh my god, dude. There's no way this guy's being serious. Could've gone to the bathroom before. Robo, how does it feel that you're washed? Mashed potatoes. I'm like, that goob. Yes. Fire boy equals oi. Fried chicken. I know you like it. I'm just gonna narrate everything that's said in this chat. I do. Look, my strat is getting this race done as soon as it is, and sprint to the bathroom. Coke. I'm not saying that. We know, Pappy. Dang it. So Nico. How many thighs you get? What? Dude, always go for the... Yeah, he's back! He's back! He's back! Alright, something I keep forgetting to specify is that, and something I also keep forgetting to do, is if you cause a re-rack, that puts you to the rear just as it would if it was a regular caution. I keep forgetting to do that, so just bear that in mind going forward. Alright. Here we go.
Why are you restarting music, bro?
Here we go. We are clean and green racing here from Oxford Plains Speedway. We got one off the track. That is Nico Alex. Another one off the track. That is Raphael. We remain green. Robo Mesa off at turn number 4 is going to lead the charge down the front straightaway to lead lap number 1. Pappy off the racing surface down the front straightaway, off into the runoff on the front straightaway. He's going to get it back going. Running in 4th.
God damn.
Both JD Motorsports drivers moving up one row. They started in the last row.
Fucking dinner.
5th and 6th respectively.
Shit,
they are now up to 3rd and 4th. They're going to be challenging each other for that 3rd place spot. Pappy going to run off the ramps again down the front straightaway. That is going to set him back just a little bit. Fireboy dives in underneath Robo Mesa. They're side by side off of turn number 3 and 4. Robo barely edges off at the line. Gib and Pappy, I think, got into it. We got one up and over. Yellow flag is out. That is Ruff. Robo, Fireboy, Pappy, Nico, Raff will get his spot back wherever he was at the time of caution because that was due to the... What in the hell is happening? Okay, yeah, maybe... let's stop going off the track, guys. So, yeah, Raff will get his spot back because that was at the fault of the track. That's happened before, and trust me, it'll happen again probably tonight. Just want to say that. You like the grass? Single file, boys. Single file. So it was at time of caution. Let me check back. At time of caution, that is going to be Robo, Fireboy, Pappy, Raff, Gib, then Nico. Caution came out on 4, we restart on 5, here we go. Fireboy jump, I'm going to need you to give it a little bit of time.
You did fine.
We are back to going green here from Oxford Plains Speedway. Robo Mesa still leading the charge here at Oxford Plains Speedway. Down the front straightaway. Happy goes into the runoff on the front straightaway again. Here comes Gib. Moved up to 4th. Nico moved to 5th. Gib chasing down his teammate right now, running in 3rd place. We're all single-filed, spread out now. Raff had a little bit of problems there on the initial restart, running off the racetrack in turn number 1 and 2. It's going to set him back a few seconds behind Nico Alex. Pappy runs wide up the racetrack out of turn number 2. Here comes Gib trying to take advantage. Pappy going to try to cross him over out of turn number 4. They're still side by side, beating and banging. Pappy gets sent off the racing surface by his own teammate. We'll be looking that back. Might be Gibbs' first warning. We will see. Pappy, the points leader right now, not having the ideal night that he's been looking for. We go back to Gib, who's currently being challenged by Nico Alex. Nico, quite a newcomer here to this series. He missed Richmond. I think he missed both New Smyrna and North Wilkesboro last week, so he's coming back, making his 3rd ever modified start here in the Roughneck Modified Tour. Nico gonna try to dive it in underneath Gib. He's there, side by side through 3 and 4. Nico runs up the racetrack, takes Gib with him. Nico checks up, and that's gonna let Raff slip in underneath to get the 4th place position. Pappy is gonna be a lap caller very, very soon. We will keep our eyes on that right at the moment. Coming into a quarter of a way through this race. It's going to be blue flag for Pappy, blue flag, blue flag. Pappy's still kind of fighting hard on that outside lane, but it's not going to pay off. He gets out of the way. Good on him. Though he is going to have to deal with Fireboy and Ruff in a little bit, who has actually moved up to the top 3. Ruff on a generational run, moving up ever so slightly through the rankings each and every week. And when his best finish was 5th, he's looking to get his best finish of his career in a top 3. Would be quite the story for him. We go back to Robo Mesa, the leader of this race. The story for him is he was in a similar spot last season, duking it out with the 0-0 late in the race, came up short, so this is sort of a redemption arc for Robo Mesa here at Oxford Plains. Came up short last season, he's not looking to do it again. And I believe if he wins tonight, that would be his 5th or 6th win of his career. Go back to Pappy, who just got passed up by Fireboy by means of not of his zone, but he is going to need to get out of the way soon for Ruff, and that's going to be a blue flag shown for the 84 here in turns 3 and 4. Ruff is going to try to slip right on by, makes a little bit of contact, but no harm, no foul. Green flag is displayed once again. Oh, that's a little bit of contact between the 32 and the 84 again. Again, nothing too crazy. Nothing LCI worthy. And actually, let's go on board with the 32 while we're at it, who has surprisingly made up a bunch of ground on Fireboy. Early in practice, we saw Ruff with the quickest lap. Is that translating to some mid-race success?
Oh, we get a yellow.
Oh, we got one up and over. That is a caution flag. Gibb up and over in turn 3. I think it might have been a similar thing that happened to Ruff. With the
Well, there went that lead.
track
Well, we're almost
flipping.
halfway done.
And that is big news for the 84. Going to be back on the lead lap. Won't be in the threat zone of causing LCIs.
Ooh.
And Gibb almost flips again, ramming into the back of Robo Mesa.
Yeah, what I do, bro.
I love my team. Oh, Jesus.
I just got to keep that inside
So-
closed.
Looking back at this, yeah, I really caught the ass end of this, but yeah, that definitely looks like that was at the fault of the track. So again, none of the cautions are coming out for cars or
Brutal
drivers.
track, Oxford. Brutal
It's coming
track.
out because of the track. Oh, Jesus. Robomesa is going to lead the charge here on this re-rack, followed by Fireboy, then Ruff. It'll be Nico, then Gibb,
I kind of got a piss.
and then behind him, oh boy, Fireworks, I'm pretty sure, are going to be spreading between these two. Pappy will be running out the field right behind the 00. Caution came out on 29, restarting on 30. Here we go, no jumps. We are racing again from Oxford Plains Speedway, and it is a calamity traffic jam up at the front. 3 wide out of turn number 4. Side by side for the lead. Ruff is going to lead his first ever lap of his career. What a comeback. And then gets shoved off
He did that
after
to me.
pushing down on the 12R. What a run for the 32, and it is going to come to a screeching halt as he is struggling to get it back on the track. 2 cars off the racetrack. Caution flag is out.
Jeez.
That is Fireboy and Robomesa bringing out the first official caution, and that did look to be at the fault of the 88, so that's going to put him at the rear. So I'm looking back at the stream, just going to confirm this. And holy cannoli, the 00 has found himself at the front of the field. What in the heck is going on? Crazy stuff is what's going on. Jesus. And Shive has entered the chat. The caution came out again for the 88 and the 12R here on lap 32.
Gotta get by everyone.
So that time of caution, that is going to put Gibb in first, Pappy in second, Nico in third, Robo in fourth, Ruff in fifth, and then Fireboy will be to the rear. Ruff just barely didn't make it past Robo before the yellow.
Okay.
So, little break there for Robo Base. It's going to be the first warning out of 3 for Fireboy. JD, 1, 2. Were you? Oh yeah, my bad. My bad. Yeah, you were second. Oh, you are in second. Just making sure. Yeah, and caution came out 32. Restarted on 33. Here we go. Here we go. Third restart, or fourth restart of the evening. We are green flag racing from Oxford Plains. Traffic jam down the back straightaway. Robo getting sent off the racing surface again with the 88, but they keep it going.
Come on, Fireboy.
These guys are going at it right now, and I'm sure Robo is not going to be happy with that. Gibb is falling out of the lead. He's back there with these two. Almost 3 wide there for a second. Pappy in the pits. Calling it a night. It's going to be the first DNF of the evening. Nico Alex in first, Ruff in second. They are side by side down the front straightaway. Nico Alex gets shoved off the racetrack. Ruff follows suit. Robo Mesa passing for the lead down the back straightaway. Robo Mesa out in front with Fireboy following in pursuit. Gibb and Ruff getting into it down the back straightaway. Gibb goes off the racetrack, drifting almost into the trees. Narrowly misses it. He's back on the racing surface, and he's going to hunt down Nico and then Ruff. So after some time away from the front, Robo and Fireboy find themselves back up front. Robo's going to get halfway led. He's trying to go for a clean sweep of the day. He got pole position. He got halfway. If he can do it and pull it all off tonight, he could be the first clean point sweep of the season. And the parking of Pappy could mean detriments to his championship run. As we know, he was the points leader going into the night. And now wherever Fireboy finishes, it doesn't matter. He will overtake that championship lead with almost virtually no challengers. So whatever work is missed by Pappy this week, it's going to need to be immensely made up next week and the weeks after. Ruff slowly reeling in that 88 car. Ruff has been sneakily fast tonight, but has found himself in several incidences, some of his own doing, but somehow, some way, he's managing to find speed in that 32 car. And he is hunting that 88 down. He's going to make a pass off of 3 and 4. Ruff to second place. They are side by side down the back straightaway, beating and banging, trading paint. Ruff goes wide. Oh, and he flips. Caution flag again. Right into Nico. Holy Jesus. That was one of the sentences ever by Ruff. So, Ruff, I'm not going to be putting that on the track. That was a very absurd line that you took into 3. So, that is going to be your first warning out of 3.
Bum.
And you will be TDB for that. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Gibb. Sorry. You need 3. So you're at your first. And Gibb is showing no signs of pleasantries between him and the 32. So it's going to be at the time of caution. Let's see. Caution came out on 48. We restart on 49. Nico is in third. Or no, sorry. Sorry, yeah, no, at the time of caution, that's going to be Gibb to third, sorry. Nico, you would be fourth. And then Ruff would be fifth. And again, caution came out on 48, restart on 49. All right, here we go. We are racing here from Oxford Plains Speedway. Robo gets rammed up the racetrack. That's going to put Fireboy in the lead, but here comes Gibb. Gibb runs off the racetrack. Nico runs off the racetrack. So does Fire. Here comes Robo. What a comeback. Robo riding the Dente around 1 and 2. Everybody botching 1 and 2. Gets back up to first. Gets moved again by Fireboy. Fires to the lead. He wants his first win of the season. Side by side for second. These two are very familiar with this position that they've been racing for at this race. They got very familiar with each other at the end of the last race we did here. Very familiar. And Robo's not looking to repeat it again. Ruff finds himself right off of the racing surface. Ruff, blue flag, blue flag, blue flag. Got a bunch of leaders coming up on you. Bunch of leaders. Narrowly misses Nico. Ruff, you still got Nico. You're good, you're good, you're good. Not caution, not caution. Sorry, guys. Not caution. It is an intense battle up front for that first place spot. Robo Mesa showing no love to that 88 machine. Being very physical, very aggressive. He's giving him no room or real estate to work with. The 88 still side by side with Robo Mesa off the corner. Nearly neck and neck at the line. Fire nearly beats him. Robo sends him off the racetrack. And that puts the 88 in third. That is going to go under review.
Got a little tight there.
Because that did not look very clean whatsoever. Down the front straightaway, we are finding ourselves within the 20-lap range before the race ends. Gibb is in second. He wants his second title here from Oxford. And if he did it, wouldn't be his most dominant win here from this race, but it would be 2 in a row. But Robo is not having any of it. 18 laps to go. Separate him from his first checkered flag at Oxford and the one that he missed out on last season in heartbreaking fashion. Ruff, who's having such a good run, and as I talk about him, off the racing surface he goes. And up and over he goes. Caution, yes. Flag is out again. Oh my God. How many flips is that? That's like 3 or 4. I mean, I'm not going to put that on you. You were trying to re-merge and then the track flipped you, but you're still going to be in last because you were a lap down. Holy guacamole. Robo Mace is in first. Gibb is in second.
You forget this track is impossible to
Fire is in
pass
third.
On once you're in the right position.
And then Nico is in the fourth. Yeah, the top 3 of doom and despair. Listen, man, Ruff is giving you guys every chance possible for this to shake up. Like, every chance possible. Albeit not all of them were his fault. There was one that was his fault.
Oh,
Caution came out on 64. We restart on 65. Here we go off into turn number 1, a little laggy start. Side by side for second, that is going to be Fireboy and Gib. Gib gets run up the racetrack. 3 cars running off the racing surface. Yellow flag is going to come out.
Brilliant.
Mind you, I didn't change the flag color that entire run. That is entirely on me, guys. Yeah, that was a very laggy start. And that is going to be his second warning for Ruff. Ruff again giving everybody a chance to stake it up at the front. Robomace is in first. Fire's in second. Giv is in third. Nico in fourth. And then Ruff to the back. 2 out of 3. Ruff is just desperate. Ruff, at this point, I wouldn't get greedy. I'd just make sure you make it to the checkered, my friend. Holy crap. Caution came out on 65. Let's restart on 66. And here we go, shaking it down one more time. We are green here from Oxford Plains. Side by side for second again. That is going to be Gib and Fireboy. They run off the racing surface. Here comes Nico. Nico to second, and now he's going to try to chase down the leader. We have contact in the back between Fire and Ruff. Fireboy on the back straightaway, going through the Legends Oval.
That's a Legends Oval?
Tries to flip, not going to work. Fireboy now going to be in the way of the 12R for the race win. Nico in second. If this comes all the way home to the checkered flag, then this will be Nico's best finish. Ruff is up and over again. Caution flag is out again. There's no way this is real. Olaf. My one chance at second's gone now. It can't be serious. Again, it isn't on him. It is the track's fault again.
There's a certain point where it's...
I'm being so dead ass, man. Keep it on the freaking racing surface, man. Like, holy shit. like, I get it, this track's difficult sometimes, but that flip was awesome. Oh man, that flip was everything. That flip was freaking amazing. I mean, I'll give it to him. He's making this first fucking theatrical as hell. Caution came out on, I believe it was 70? Yeah, 70, restart on 71. I'm actually starting to feel bad, Britain. Dude, it's a race. It's not that deep. Restarting on 71. Alright, here we go. Hopefully for the last time here at Oxford Plains, we are restarting in green. Here from Oxford Plains. 9 to go. Here from Oxford. Down the front straightaway, we see a 3-wide scenario. Ruff trying his damnedest. Ruff goes around. Into the infield he goes. Him and Nico getting into it. Blue flag, Ruff, I would just say get out of the way. Get out of the way and get back on the racing surface as slow as possible. So you don't flip. There you go. 6 laps remain. Nico goes off the track. Fire almost goes off the racetrack. Robomesa down the back straightaway with 5 to go. Just hoping he can make it to the white. If he makes it to the white, this race is official. Gibb flirting with fate right there. Narrowly going off the racing surface. Up and over goes Fire. Yellow flag is out again. Oh, no. Oh, man. Just can't make this shit up, dude. No, he wasn't even on. It wasn't even off the track. He hit one of the fucking light posts. I'm not even joking. He fucking hit the light post. He didn't even. Holy moly. Yeah, let's talk about the fact that Robomesa has been the cleanest driver this race. He's not talking about in general, he's talking about this fucking race, dumbass. And honestly, he's very much correct.
And that was after you shoved me off the track like 3 times.
Ruff, I mean...
Oh, this is where I get fucked.
I really want to ask you a question here. Are you trying to get parked? Because you were swerving every which way behind Fireboy.
Mervin.
Really looked like you were trying to fucking right hook him.
Irvin.
Whichever one you got to first.
Swerving Ernie Irvin. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? How's this race going, you fine gentlemen?
It's going. It's certainly going. I gotta see if we have overtime rule now.
Does this confirm that Oxford is never coming back?
No, it's coming back. Doom and despair.
I'm in despair racing, guys. I would ask how everybody's doing, but I know we're all in pain.
We were 1 lap away from overtime rule, so we're going to be restarting on 77th. CD5, here we go. This is all for the money.
Wait, I haven't joined yet.
Here we go. We are racing again here from Oxford Plains Speedway. Nico finding his way underneath of Robomesa. They're side by side down the back straightaway. A little lag spike. He finds his way off the racing surface again. Deuce is at the flag stand. Ruff trying to go for it all. Shoots the 88 unintentionally up to second. Fireboy within striking distance, but he's not quite there. One more circuit around Oxford. And this has finally come to an end.
Let's
off of
go!
4.
There we go, Dan. I
wins
did it
from
for you.
Oxford Plains Speedway.
Gotta win. Sorry, Nico.
What a race. And Robo claims the first ever clean sweep of the season. What a night, what a drive, and congratulations to Robo picking up the win, redeeming himself after last season's performance at Oxford Plains Speedway. What a night. What a freaking night. Gonna end the stream there.
Okay, that wasn't intentional. I did kind of cut him off. But...
I'm not sitting through a 5-minute Robo interview.
It would appear that he is moderately unentertained with the results of the night. Bringing every little theatrical piece over here to the 12R machine. Ladies and gentlemen, that one is for Dadcat. Oxford native. I wouldn't say native, but he certainly lives close to Oxford Plains. Definitely native, trust me. Okay. Oxford native, this one goes out to him, Robo's buddy, who I'm sure was watching on the stream, hopefully he was, to see his man, Robo Mesa, picking up the win tonight here from Oxford Plains Speedway. I'm going to get out of the camera real quick. I'm going to move this car out of the frame. I'm very nitpicky with how I do things. Very extra. Don't ask why. Get this picture now. I want to see the exact number. I'm going to go to the history sheet for all-time wins. Robo has officially just picked up his 6th win of his career. 3rd on the all-time wins list. 2 above Navy with 4. And we only got 2 people to interview tonight. All right. Let us interview Robo Mesa. Robo, if that wasn't the hardest fought victory that I've ever seen out of one driver in this series' history, I don't know what was. You fought through at least 6, maybe even 7. Don't make a 6-7 joke. At the end of the race to finally freaking claim a win here at Oxford Plains after coming up short last season. How does it feel to bring it home tonight? You're from Oxford Plains, and how does it feel to impress that buddy of yours, Dad guy, who I'm most certainly believing that he was definitely rooting for you tonight?
Well, I own him a beer. He was trying to make it tonight, but he was currently in Boston, so he wasn't able to make it tonight. So this is one that he wanted to do, but I'm going to dedicate this win in his name, I guess. I might give him the trophies. This is one of the races I was definitely racing hard for. I've had only a couple of races here. Of course, the first one was Nara. That was my first win in anything outside of SLC. So I have some good history here. I've always been good at pretty much any version of Oxford. Really, the technique is just to keep it tight and not get into trouble, which is something I pretty much did for most of the race, except for a couple of points. Of course, there's some of the stuff I was happening with Fireboy. Him and I kind of went back and forth, and I expect him to come back at me next week over that. But it seems like we got the lag issues finally fixed, and I got a new keyboard, so everything's working well. Nico, kind of sorry about that at the finish. I was just racing as hard as I could, because this is probably the hardest win I tried to get outside of the Indy 500, which, yes, for this interview only, I would call it that.
You didn't even show up to the last one. What do you mean?
I wanted to, but I have plans. I forgot why.
You better show up to this last one. This is the last one coming up, man.
I'll try.
You better show up to it.
I'll try my best to. But no, this track and I have a bit of a history. I've only raced again, as I said, a handful of times. But since I have a friend that lives in this area, would be honestly kind of cool if I could have had this chance to do something this big, like in real life. But no, I mean, if I did this shit in real life, I'd roll up to his house and get a fucking beer. Be like, fuck you, man. But no, I'm just pretty glad of how things went today. I'm sick. I'm tired. I really have to take a shit. So pretty much everything about me today has been suffering, and I guess suffering makes me faster. So, pro strat.
Guess so. All right. Thank you for talking with us, Robo Mesa. Anyone you'd like
for
to
running
thank?
A fantastic race. I'd love to see this track in the future. You just gotta know how to drive it.
Yep. All right. We'll talk to you next week. And one more question for you, Robo. Second crown jewel of the season coming up next week. I think you know which one I'm talking about.
I
think you know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Is it Monadnock?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Actually, later in the season.
Flat Rock.
Yep. We go to Flat Rock next week, baby. How do you feel about that?
Well, it seems like compared to the last couple of weeks I've been racing, it's not as agonizing as it's been. Didn't have any network issues today. The new keyboards made everything drive like a dream, so, which is weird to say since it's just a keyboard, but I got a new mechanical keyboard and things honestly felt a lot better. I looked like I was pretty good out there, so hopefully we continue that inertia and show up to these next races with hopes to maybe clink the championship. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for talking to us, Robo. Always great to have you. We'll see you next week on one of the biggest stages in KRE, the Motor City Classic at Flat Rock Motor Speedway. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. I'll be sure to be bullied by Evan Varney.
All right. Well, let's talk to our second place finisher who we haven't seen since New Smyrna, Gib. My man, what a night for you and the 00 team. What are your thoughts on the second place finish tonight?
It was a little rough, let me tell you.
In the Roughneck Modified Tour?
It was.
Oh, yes. Gosh.
Nobody knew how to drive besides Robo tonight. So it was quite the adventure to make your way up to P2.
It was like a Dinoco, it was all mine situation.
It pretty much was.
Well, if that isn't one of the welcome backs ever, I don't know what is, but other than that, what were your thoughts on tonight's race, especially, again, second place spot, not the worst that you could finish. What do you make of that?
Whatever his face needs to learn not to drive on the clippable part of the road.
Fair enough. Well, next week, which if you plan to come next week, we got another one of your tracks coming up, man. Flat Rock.
If I do remember, that is, I've gone so far. I've won the past two, if I do remember correctly.
You've won the last one at Flat Rock.
I think I won the other one.
No, the winners at Flat Rock have gone Navy, Dale, then you. Robo won the second race in season 1. Wait, no.
I'm pretty sure I have won 2.
No, you've only won 1. Because Robo won the regular race, Navy won the first one, and then Dale won the second one. And then you won the third. So.
I'll run back to stats. Flat Rock. I thought we raced twice at Flat Rock.
That was in season 1. We raced Flat Rock twice. It was currently contemplating life right now.
Dale was on his whole adventure.
Yeah, man, he was on something in season 2. I don't know what, but he was definitely on something. But yeah, next week, Flat Rock. You won it last season, one of the biggest races of the season. What is your confidence going into next race at Flat Rock?
10 out of 10. You will see me there and in the victory lane.
All right, that is a very confident Gib live here from Oxford Plains, telling y'all and promising y'all a win next week for JD Motorsports and the 00 team at Flat Rock Motor Speedway for the Motor City Classic. Anything else you'd like to leave us off on here, Gib?
No, bye.
All right. Now let's talk to the big man, the guy, the show of the evening. Let's talk to Ruff.
Goddamn menace is what he is.
Ruff. Holy smokes, man. We gotta talk.
Yeah. I mean, I already said what I wanted to say, like in the general chat. And yeah, I just, although like qualifying wasn't like really good for me, I just felt the need to like go for it this time because like I don't know, dude. I think it's the only way I can like actually find success in Roblox racing. Like sometimes you gotta be aggressive to win stuff and to actually go up there and be first. So, and that's what happened, and it worked for a bit until like, sometimes I would get like off the track, and then I clip like a part of the track or something, and then I get like flipped over or something. It just happens, I guess. But yeah, made me feel kind of bad for like, I don't know, being unrespectful today, and for almost costing Robo, is that his name? Robo. Robo the win. And yeah. So sorry Robo. Love you.
Love you too.
Okay, we got a little bromance going on. Well, I do like to see the aggressive nature. That is certainly definitely one of the driving styles that we do see in the Roughneck Modified Tour, and it is, you're right, some aspects of it being one of the more successful driving styles, and you're definitely not wrong about that, but especially going into next week, you don't want to be too aggressive because things can go very south very quickly at Flat Rock Motor Speedway. Probably one of the smallest tracks on the schedule. Definitely even smaller than this. Similar racing style, though. What is your confidence going into Flat Rock next week?
Me. I'm slowly like losing hope. Like, dude, every time I'm like cursed or something. Every time I like make it to like a race or something, I always finish like P4, P5. No matter how aggressive, no matter how like soft, there's always something that's stopping me from, finishing higher in the final race positions. So I'm just gonna go and see what I can do. I really have like a lot of hope, honestly.
Alright, well, we hope to see that hope grow larger for you, especially next week at Flat Rock. Definitely one of the tougher race tracks, but it has been proven to be in the past a bit unpredictable, so maybe that could be your first big break. Always glad to talk to you and the 32 team after a race. Hopefully we see you next week at Flat Rock, and thank you guys for showing up. And that is it.
Cool.
Fire.
What?
Alright. No, it's fine. Anything I say is just banter. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap this up. Hopefully, we'll be in Pappy's League Friday and Saturday, and that's all it's expected. We might be doing something with the Outlaw cards, but that'll be off stream. So, yeah. Thanks to Kelly for hosting this, and I gotta use the fucking bathroom. Jesus, fuck.
Dude, you realize that you're not talking to JD?
No, I know. I'm closing up my own stream.
Oh, okay, mommy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Till
Friday.